Welcome to online practical session of mechanical measurement and metrology. Myself Abhishek Trivedi from Mechanical Engineering Department at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today we are going to start our practical with the aim to measure the linear dimensions by using the micrometer. Okay, we have discussed the vernier caliper, we have discussed the dial caliper. Okay, now we are moving on to the micrometer. The main difference between the vernier caliper and the micrometer is about the least count. Okay, the minimum dimension that can be measured by micrometer, that is a 0.01 mm, whereas the minimum dimension that can be measured by vernier caliper, that is 0.02 mm. So we can measure the dimensions very precisely by using the micrometer instead of vernier caliper. That's why in some of the industries we are preferring the micrometer. But there is a limitation behind the micrometer, because the micrometer is limited to measure the dimension, let's say 25 mm, or we can say up to 50 mm or so on. So we have some sort of the limitation for the micrometer. For the micrometer which is available at our institute level, having the let's say range, that is 0 to 25 mm, as well as we have the micrometer with the 25 to 50 mm. Okay, so let us discuss the basic micrometer. Before going to start the practical session of the micrometer, let us understand the basic constructional features of the micrometer, then we are moving to the practical sessions. So the image shows the micrometer. The micrometer contains anvil and the spindle. The anvil is a fixed end of the micrometer, whereas the spindle is a moving end of the micrometer. So once we start rotating a micrometer, once we are opening or closing the micrometer, only the spindle will move, the anvil will be available at the steady condition. There is a locking screw has been provided to lock the scale. Then the particular inner portion, this particular inner portion is known as the sleeve with the main scale. So the main scale has been provided over the sleeve. This particular frame is known as a U frame, or we can say the simple frame. Then the thimble has been provided. This is a thimble has been provided which is used to rotate, and it contains the auxiliary scale as well. Then at the last, that's a ratchet knob. The ratchet knob is used to make sure that whatever the workpiece has been held within the micrometer, okay, the holding will be perfectly precise. Okay, the firm pressure has been provided over the ratchet knob. That's why we are providing the ratchet knob. Okay. Now what about the main scale? So if we are going to discuss the main scale, then the main scale contains the 0 over here, then we have the 1 mm, then we have the 2 mm, then we have the 3 mm. Okay, but we have the another divisions on the main scale, like we have the 0.5 mm below here, we have the 1.5 mm below here, we have the 2.5 mm below here. So we can say that the minimum dimension that can be measured by using the main scale, that is a 0.5 mm. We can measure up to 0.5 mm by using the main scale, whereas the minimum distance that can be measured by using the total micrometer with the application of the auxiliary scale as well, we can measure 0.01 mm. So it's a very precise instrument for the measurement purpose. Okay, once you are closing the micrometer, the ratchet knob is used. Once it will make a perfect contact, the ratchet knob will start some hitching sound. Okay, by using getting the particular sound, you will come to know that the particular pressure has been provided and the workpiece has been held properly. Okay, so once you are closing the micrometer for holding the workpiece, you are suggested to use the ratchet knob strictly. Okay, so let's start the practical. We have the micrometer. As we have discussed in the micrometer section, that this is known as an anvil, this one is a spindle. The particular rotating scale, it is known as a thimble, on which the total 50 divisions are there, and on this particular sleeve, it contains the main scale. The minimum distance which is marked on the main scale, that is a 0.5 mm. The last portion, that is known as a ratchet. Okay, so ratchet is used to measure, generally used to close your micrometer. Once the micrometer has been closed, to lock your micrometer with a proper physical firm contact, we are using the ratchet knob. Okay, this particular sound shows that it is the ratchet sound, which shows that your micrometer is properly closed and the physical contact is properly and firmly placed. So let us start the reading by using the micrometer. Okay, so first of all, we are going to find out the thickness of the given component. To measure the thickness of the given component, first of all, extend your micrometer, then place your micrometer to make a proper physical contact with your surface, and then close your micrometer by using this ratchet knob. The particular sound shows that your micrometer, the particular surface of the anvil and the spindle of the micrometer is properly and physically attached with your given workpiece. Now we are going to take the reading. For the reading purpose, first of all, check the particular main scale. In the particular main scale, as you can check, there are the some divisions are placed over the upper section of the line, and the some divisions are placed below the
bottom section of the line. So to take the particular reading, we have to check both the divisions. So the particular upper division shows for the 0 mm, then the second one, that is a 1 mm, then 2 mm, 3 mm, 4 mm, 5 mm, 6 mm, and so on. And the bottom section shows the 0.5 mm, then 1.5 mm, then 2.5 mm, and so on. So to measure the particular dimensions, okay, to measure the particular dimension, first of all check 0 mm, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 mm. The division of the 8 mm is properly visible. Then we are moving to the bottom side. You can check the 8.5 mm is also visible. So we can say that the 8 mm and 8.5 is visible. So the main scale reading, that is your 8.5 mm. Now moving to the thimble line. Over the thimble line, check that which particular division will horizontally coincide with your center line. So here the 35 mm, then 36 mm, 37 mm, 38 mm and 39 mm. The line 39 mm will properly coincide with your horizontal line. So we can say that, so from the reading we can say that your auxiliary scale reading, that is a 35 division, and the main scale reading, that is a 8.5 mm. Now let us move on to the calculation portion.
Now let us go for the calculation portion. Before going for the calculation portion, first of all let us understand least count. What is the least count? So the least count, that is the smallest value that can be measured by using the measuring instrument, is known as the least count. For the micrometer, the least count will be 0.01 mm. Okay, now let us go for the calculation of the practical readings that we have taken. So we know the equation, final reading is equal to the main scale reading plus auxiliary scale reading into the least count. For our reading, we have taken the reading of main scale, that is a 8.5 mm, the auxiliary scale reading, that is a 39 division, and the least count, that is a 0.01 mm. If we are going to put all the values in the final reading formula, then the formula will become 8.5 mm plus 39 into 0.01. So our final reading will become 8.89 mm. Now let us go for the second reading.
Now let us take the second reading. We have to measure the outer diameter of the given rod. So to measure the outer diameter of the given rod, first of all extend your micrometer, place your rod inside the particular jaws of the micrometer, then start to close your micrometer. Once it will come to very much closer, then use your ratchet knob, and by using the ratchet knob, close your micrometer and try to close it firmly. Okay, then first of all we are moving to the main scale reading. So from the main scale reading, as we already discussed, that we have the two different division on the main scale reading, the center line, above the center line and the below the center line. So from this particular main scale reading, you can check that the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is properly visible, 5 is properly visible, and the 6 is also properly visible. So your main scale reading, that is your 6 mm, and from the thimble, or we can say the auxiliary scale reading, you can check that the 0 is properly coincide with your main line. So we can say that there is no any auxiliary dimension for the given rod. So we can say that the particular dimension of the given rod, that is the main scale reading, it's 6 mm, and the auxiliary scale reading is a 0 division. Now we are moving to the calculation.
Okay, let us start the calculation. We know the formula, final reading is equal to the main scale reading plus auxiliary scale reading into the least count. For our reading, the main scale reading would become 6 mm. The auxiliary scale reading, here we haven't any auxiliary scale reading, so the auxiliary scale reading will be 0 division, and the least count of the particular micrometer, that is 0.01 mm. So final reading will is equal to 6 plus in bracket of 0 into 0.01. So our reading will become 6 mm. Now let us go for the third reading.
Okay, so now for the third reading, we are going to measure the particular thickness of the given component. To measure the thickness of the given component, first of all extend your micrometer, place your component inside the anvil and spindle, then try to close your micrometer by using the ratchet knob. Okay, the particular sound of the ratchet knob shows that your component is properly placed in between the spindle and anvil. To measure the dimension, moving on to the main scale reading, first of all let us check which particular main scale reading is visible. So we can say that the 5 is visible, then 6, 7, 8, 9 is visible, then you can check the 9.5 is also visible. Okay, so our main scale reading, that is a 9.5 mm, and if we are moving to the auxiliary scale reading, then you can check that. And if we are moving to the auxiliary scale reading, then you can check from the thimble which particular division is properly coincide with your main scale line. Then you can check that below the 0 line, that is the 49 number. Okay, the particular division number 49 is properly coincide with your main scale horizontal line. So we can say that the main scale reading, that is 9.5 mm, and the auxiliary scale reading, that is the 49 number of division. Okay, now we are moving to the calculation portion.
Now let us start the calculation. We know the formula. Final reading is equal to the main scale reading plus auxiliary scale reading into the least count. A main scale reading, that is the 9.5 mm, auxiliary scale reading, that is 49 division, and we know the least count, that is 0.01 mm. If we are going to put all the values in the final reading formula, then it will is equal to 9.5 plus 49 into 0.01. So our reading would become 9.99 mm. Okay. Thank you for today's practical session. Thank you so much.